Hello guys, Zueljin here. Welcome back to another episode of that ModSauce, baby. It's been a few days, guys. I apologize about that. We had a server update and I kind of wanted some of the things to hammer themselves out, and unfortunately I had quite a struggle yesterday when I logged on for the first time in a few days. So for starters, when I logged in, I think maybe I was at the other location, like in Spawn Town, and I felt nauseous, like I had the nausea effect on me, meaning that my blood altar was out of blood. And that's pretty impossible due to the fact that there's witches and there's a well of suffering underneath here. So I come down to figure out that my witches have all died, and when I tried to go into my base to access my ME system to get maybe some cursed earth or a soul shard to spawn and some stuff to get my blood back, I couldn't access my ME system, so I had a corrupted drive, and I'll show you kind of what I did. So basically all I did is I just took my Ender Lasso, and Slip helped me out. He came over here and made sure that I was able to get some blood. He used one of his fallen Kincaids, put it down, and I just I sacrificed my way to some goodness. Also, one of the ME storage cells, I looked into it and there was a corrupt item in it. I did lose a 64k cell, but Lone Wolf is going to gift me one in, so it's not a problem. I didn't lose a whole bunch. He actually opened up the cell in an old version and checked out what I did lose, and it wasn't nothing. It was just a bunch of stuff, you know, but no rare stuff. All in all, I did secure a backup system. This is actually a soul shard with spiders in it, something that I didn't set up for the mob tower yet, and a spawn frequency set to 9. And over here I have a lever along with my spawn tower controls that I can just start it up for emergencies. So in the event that those witches spawn again or despawn again for an update, I can just come in here and flip the lever. It says alter backup on or off, so I could flip the lever and the spider starts spawning. So good backup system. I had one on my old setup. I should have had one again. As far as the new stuff, I wanted to play around with a throne room today for the Patreons. I'm gonna talk about big reactors in just a second, but this is the block that I want to use for some of it. It's a design, well, it looks like a block that I saw in a I was watching a speed run the other day of a Nintendo game called Crystallis, and they had a temple that I want to kind of use. Not a temple, but it was like a throne room that I want to, with the color scheme, and this block matched it very, very well. So I'm going to use that block. To get this is pretty simple, although it does take a little bit of knowing how. This is a seared brick from Tinker's Construct, and you need the slime soil cooked to get these, and the slime soil is made from soul sand, gravel, and nether wart. Now unfortunately I do have to form soul sand, but it's very easy to do that. I mean, I just go in the nether and use my shovel a few times, and I could show you how much soul sand do I have. I have 4k on me right now, and that's just from one trip with my ender pouch and my my bound shovel. The next is nether wart and gravel, and I actually moved my crusher from this area here to the same setup as I have my sand and pearl automation over there. So it's crushing cobblestone and putting it straight into my inventory. So I should have quite a bit of gravel. As you can see, 58k. It's not slowing down anytime soon. And I do have my nether wart automated. Like I said last time, that the form setup was so crazy, I decided to just change up. I took away the potatoes, since I'm never going to run out of potatoes, and I actually removed the cooking upgrade or the furnace upgrade from this chest, and I installed a nether wart form here and changed up my filter along with a cactus form, and the soul sand was just a block that I had on me at the time. But basically these guys break and the nether wart gets harvested from the ritual of the harvest moon, and it just sucks it right into this item filter right here and puts it into the chest, which gets pumped into my ME system. So very good setup. I'm very satisfied. And if we take a look at the nether wart that we have on hand and the cactus, you'll be able to see that I have plenty. I have 35k nether wart and 15k cactus. So very, very good stuff. It really works well for me, and I'm happy about it. So I can make plenty of these to get started on the room. Let's go to the Hall of Heroes right quick and recognize a couple patrons. Last I think it was Friday, I did a stream and a bunch of people came out, guys. I had so much fun live streaming again. Now that it's cool out, it is the streaming season, so I'll be doing much more of that. FFX or Felix, I had to move you from down there because this is going to be the entrance to the throne room. And I want to put some of the higher end donators in here, that way that they can be recognized on a regular basis, and it'll be a nicer spot, you know, nicer than the hall. The hall's nice, but I want to make it a lot nicer, and I think the throne room will be a cool project. So first off, we have Christoph or Mortislater that signed up for Patreon the other day. Let me go ahead and try to get you. It's always such a deal to get the names in. Mortislator. It's always such a deal to make the screen go right where the sign is. Maybe I'll perfect my setup one day. There you go, Mortislater. Thank you so much. I love it. It looks like, it reminds me of the little 7-Up guy without, well, the red tie I guess does it. But anyway, really cool skin. Let's go. Planet Man, Mike L. Thank you so much for the patronage, my friend. Let's see. It's THE. Oh, THE. Let me put my cursor in. THEPLANETMAN. Yes, very good. Sculpt. And color. I gotta be careful to shift click because I'm not sure if the bug is fixed with the statues. The dubbed craft, very cool having you, my friend. Thank you so much. THEDUBBEDCRAFT. I don't think caps matter with this. Nope. Sculpt and color. Well, that's a cool set of goggles. That reminds me of Dork Fans goggles. really cool. And I guess the Planet Man, you look like some sort of almost like somebody from Halo, like a soldier. That looks like shells on a jacket and maybe a helmet that you use for battle. Pretty cool. Glamour Crazy, she came to my stream for sure. Very cool having you, Glam. Thank you so much, and you left a very nice message. Thank you. GLAMOWLCRAZY. And let me know in the comments what Glamour Crazy comes from. That's quite a unique name. Sculpt and color. Very cool. Last but not least is Lewis or Amadrobus. I think that's how you say Amadrobus. Let me go ahead and make sure I get the spelling correct on this. Sorry guys, my sinuses are a little crazy because it's morning. AMADROBUS. Amadrobus. Sculpt and colorize. Cool. Kind of a mix between, I like the 3D glasses and the hairdo. It kind of a mix between Kurt J. Mack and I don't know where the pants and the shirt come from, but really cool skin. I'm glad you guys are here, and welcome to the Hall of Heroes. Guys, if you're interested in being added to the Hall of Heroes or the Throne Room, I don't know which direction I'm going to take it. I might make it taller. I know the Throne Room is going to be reserved for higher-end donators and Patreons, and then I'm actually going to branch out in another direction, or I might make it taller to add to the future donators. But if you're interested in becoming a part of the Hall of Heroes, just check my link below for the link to my Patreon and sign up there. Any donation amount will get you in here and you can join the crew. In addition to that, I'm going to convention this weekend, but we'll be starting a whitelisted creative server really soon with all of the Patreons that are going to be a part of that to do some Minecraft indoors stuff. So really cool stuff there. Okay, so right briefly, let's go visit the reactor here. Now, I still want this to be a power plant, but I think I am going to put this project on hold for the time being because I asked Slipgator to come over and show me a few things, and he said that he had did some researches on turbines and they're not really worth the output. It's almost better to just build a bigger reactor or more reactors, and I think that's a good plan. Did see a bunch of your comments. Did put a power tap in, and I'm going to have this feed the active network. But really and truly, guys, for power, I don't really have a problem with it. I know I did the thing with windmills up there and I have a big reactor, but honestly I can duplicate my lava setup over and over and over again and just continue to add witches to my altar, or set up a second altar just for power generation, and I could get any amount of power online. But that doesn't change the fact that I still want to pop down a quarry or two into the deep dark. I don't know why I need to render all this. And because I'm not using this a whole bunch for my ship, I think I'm gonna build a smaller hangar for my airship, and this hangar will actually be a rocket bay because the packet is updated, or the pack is updated. I don't know why I said packet. The pack is updated, and now we have, wait for it, galactic craft. Yes. So I definitely want to go to the moon, and you can see there's planets here like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Venus, and Mercury, and I don't think these are available yet in this update, but there's Mars and there's asteroids, and naturally there is the moon. So I really want to do that. Looks like there's galaxies on the way too. There is going to be some really cool stuff that is added here, and I think Mars is going to be fun to explore along with the moon, and maybe make a space station and do all that sorts of things. So what I want to do today, I'm going to get some seared bricks together, guys. We're going to put together some materials, and I'm going to play with a little design for this throne room. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright you guys, I got a variety of different materials that I want to play around with, and I went ahead and finished off the seared bricks and put them in the, I guess the placeholders as the corners of the room. So let's go ahead and place some. I'm not going to use the seared bricks for the floor. I'm actually going to use a few different elements for the floor. I think what I want to start with is this yellow carpet, and I think I want to make a ring of 2. So I also made an atomic disassembler because this carpet is very hard to move without a better tool, and I still don't have the practicality stuff installed yet. I need to kill quite a few more withers to get there, but slowly but surely, you know? Alright, so let's go ahead and install this carpet, and this carpet is going to be 3 wide all the way around, I believe. Even though this is going to be kind of just a placeholder for now. Let's see, actually I need to place one. This was a freestanding, so alright. And by the way, my buddy Topmass, he dropped off a super builders one for me. Him and XB did that pseudo inversion ritual and got a really cool pseudo inversion sigil, which allows you to make stable ingots. Or stable unstable ingots as they were put. So anyway, I got this really cool builder's wand, and it's a lot more powerful than the old one. It places a lot of blocks. So I'll show you. So this is let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, like 17 by 17, and look at that. It places the whole thing. Really cool. It actually does a larger area than that, I want to say, if you have the correct amount of blocks on you. But we'll experiment with that later. Right now, just know that it's much more powerful. So let's go ahead and do this to that side. Alright, that's 3 and 3. I'm also going to need this running this way. I don't know what we're gonna do with the walkway. We'll probably, maybe I'll steer the carpet in here, I'm not too sure yet. But right now I just want the 3 by 3 outline, just like this. And it looks like I should have enough, hopefully. I love the way the chiseled carpet borders. I wish the resolution was a little bit higher, but all in all, still pretty good. Okay, so we've got this nice 3 by 3 by 3 border. And I still need to wrap around it, wrap this wall around it. So let's do this. We're gonna do the walls. Let's see, let me get rid of a bunch of this stuff. Speaking of which, when I lost my deal, my disc, I think I lost my bound axe because I can't find it anywhere. So I'll have to dig around for that thing. I don't know what was up with that frame rate lag, but okay. So let's see. We'll wrap this all the way around. And I think this is going to be big enough for the throne room setup that I want. It should be fine, but I love the way these colors are blending already. Now I know up until this point that I've used quite a bit of factory blocks, but I want to start building. And especially there's going to be some opportunities to build some futuristic type stuff because we have things like HermitCraft now. So that's going to be an era that I've never really built in, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now that we're starting to get to the nitty gritty of the mods, I can start experimenting with some of that. Okay. Another thing that I didn't take into consideration is this probably needs to, well, I can always do something different with these walls. So I don't know, we'll see. This is the exterior wall, so I'm probably going to turn this into the seared brick walls. I think so, at least, because, well, for one, it doesn't show on the other side, which is good. That's why the too thick design is great. And second of all, we need it to look nice from this side. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna use for the actual entranceway here. It'll have to be something different. Okay, so for the middle here, if I consult the picture that I'm looking at for the Crystallis thing, the walls were brown and they had like this golden stripe in there. So let's say we do another layer of the wall, and look, it went all the way around. This thing is just ridiculous. Let's do two more. Okay, so there's a middle. We can probably go with a stripe like too wide here or too tall, and this stripe, I want it to be this stuff right here, this glowstone bismuth panel. I think this is going to be a really cool inlay. Check this out. That's real ornate, right? It's a little bit blocky, but the only other thing that we could do with it, let's see, let me open up the chisel and we'll try to put this in, and there is a glowstone bismuth just like this, and this is what that looks like. Actually, that looks a little bit better for this specific setup because it's not so rounded. Well, it's not so etched, you know what I mean? Like they don't have a border to them. The textures are more connected. All right, that looks good. Let's do the bismuth instead of the bismuth panel, and then that should be perfect. All right, so we're gonna do, I think, a row of 2 of these, I guess. I think that should probably be a good amount. I have some more glowstone in here. Let's go ahead and change the existing ones that we have to just the bismuth, and we'll change this glowstone to bismuth as well. Okay, so now we should just be able to stretch this all along the side, and we'll see how a second panel looks. And if it doesn't look good, well, we'll come back around and kind of take that away. So far, it's pretty throne runish, huh? This is like, I'm still going with that, like that Magitech type feel to it. I want it to be mystic, but I don't want it to be too medieval, I guess I should say. You know, and it's really hard to get that feel, like that magic and that magic and modern feel all at the same time. Okay, so there's 3. Let's do. Will this, oh, maybe I can't do the chisel with this. The builder's wand doesn't pick up the chisel. That is interesting. Okay, well, no problem. We'll just extend this around, and then I'm gonna come back out with the seared bricks. Hopefully I have enough. If not, I mean, I have access to my ME system, so it should be that. 12, yeah, I'm not gonna have quite enough, but I do have plenty of glowstone. Actually, I turned on the witch spawner to make sure that I had glowstone handy, and I want to do some other cool things with I keep getting my little light particles in. Let's see, let's take the wireless terminal. This was such a good idea to build, by the way. Okay, so now we have, let's see, where is the glowstone? Glowstone, see, I have 665 in the system, 667, and you can see my witches up there just filling me back up. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's chisel these glowstone to the bismuth and finish it off, and then we'll just put the seared bricks again. And we'll do the seared bricks. How high did we go with this? 3. Let's go 3 more with the seared brick. And hopefully we have enough for this. This should be relatively easy. I should just be able to place 1 row. Then I can use the builder's wand again. So the room will be, so we went 3 at the bottom, then 2. The room will be 8 tall altogether, which is nice and majestic for a throne room. There we go. All right, so that is going to be how the room looks for the most part. Now I want to do some columns in the corners to kind of break it up. And what I thought about doing for those are these fantasy blocks, but the fantasy blocks don't really look good. I think what I might do is like the flowing glowstone liquid, or I might actually do these wood panels. Although for the floor, I did want to etch the floor right here in these wood panels, just like this. And I think I might come across with the carpet up the middle. I think that would be a good deal. Let's see. Oh no, wrong one. All right, carpet up the middle, just like that. And then I'll just continue my border all the way around here. I don't know how these would look for columns. I think they're gonna look too blocky because they're gonna have that line on them. Let's just try. Yeah, you see they have that line, and that's not really the look I want to go for. So I think maybe the flowing glowstone in the corners might be a really cool idea. I'm not too sure. And for the floor now, it needs to head up to like where the throne's gonna be, and there's gonna be some places on the sides for the statues. So what I probably need to do is continue this yellow carpet like so. Just like that. And I probably need to make a couple more. Although this seems kind of wide. What I might do is take this down. I don't know. I don't know what I want and what I don't want, guys. It's so hard to determine what I want. Let's see. Let's take the carpet and put this back. And let's just trim this for now. See, this thing is so much faster. Look how slow it is. It's just the same speed with a pick. See how slow that is? And the atomic disassembler is just... And this isn't even strong compared to the practicalities one. Okay. There we go. So now I can change the carpet. I need to put my magnetism back on, I guess. All right, that looks pretty good. We can wrap this around with wood now. And I guess I could do something in the middle of these. It might look kind of cool if I did something else. I don't know how those fantasy blocks would look. To me, the fantasy blocks are a little bit low resolution for what I want to do. I know some of these blocks are a little low resolution, but some show a lot better than others, and I think it would look just really cool if they were all high resolution. But at any rate, we could do something in the middle here. I'm just trying to determine what it is. I don't know how flammable these carpets are either. I imagine they're quite flammable, but I need to do something with the floors to where I can put those braziers somewhere. So I guess it should be okay. Let's try the fantasy blocks anyway. Okay, let's pull this up. I might do something with glowstone as well. What is fantasy? Fantasy blocks, I have some. Let's put them down here and let's see what they look like. See, from the sides, they have a really low resolution. See how blocky that looks? From the top, too. And it's too yellow as the other blocks are. Yeah, it's a bit too yellow for my taste. We need something a little bit... What about if we did more chiseled wood? The dark wood. If we just filled in the chiseled dark wood panels with something, maybe something like... How about the flat, the dark oak wood panels? Let's see what those look like. Actually, that looks pretty darn good. I think that may be what I'm looking for. Yeah, that gives it a nice little appeal. It's a little bit different, same color, but texture works. Alright, I think we've got, maybe, maybe I'm gonna change this portion out too. Let's change this portion out to these blocks as well. Yeah, I think that'll be better. And now I'm gonna have to work out a throne design and see where this goes to. So I think I come up with a design that I like for the throne. I went ahead and used one of these Bibliocraft chairs. I believe they're just called seats. It's kind of weird, but I've used them in Life in the Woods before. And they come from this dark oak seat back and the dark oak seats. So that made that. I put those together and I used red carpet to color it. And then I wanted an outline for the throne to make it a little bit more majestic, because the bottom of that chair looked like it belonged at a dinner table, so I needed it better, and I wanted to make it practical so I can actually sit in it, and that's why I went with this design. So I used a carpenter's collapsible block because a regular slab was too high, like it kind of overshadowed the bottom of the seat, and a slab wasn't tall enough to cover the entire the leg assembly, I guess I could say. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this dark oak wood from Chisel to kind of embellish the throne as well, and it's the same texture as these panels in the wood floor, so it makes it look like it's matching. And I still need something for the top, because to me the seat is not high enough. So maybe a carpenter's block. Let's see if I have one. Carpenter's block. I should have a regular carpenter's block. There we go. Carpenter's block. Let's go ahead and put that. Hopefully it doesn't make it too high, although it probably will. Yeah, that's a little bit too high. We probably need something like a half block right there. Although with this, I could probably smash it down and it wouldn't look too bad. Let's try with the hammer. I'll take the carpenter's hammer, hit this down. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Like that. Yeah, because that's kind of like a micro block. It is going to stick out to the back like that, but I can easily change these up. Like, let's see, let me pull these out, and I'll pull this out. Actually, just like this. Well, oh, I'm breaking all kind of stuff. This thing doesn't exactly have silk touch on it either. Okay, let's try this again. Put my bricks back. Okay, so behind here we're gonna go with a carpenter's block, just like this. No, just like that. Is it that? And I think that's the way the design was. And we'll go with the carpenter's stairs here and here, but we'll face them like this instead, so that it doesn't give the impression that it's too far out. And then we'll take this and smash it down by one, like that. And it almost seems like this needs to come out a little bit more now. If we did a stair here, you know what, that's just about perfect. That's real enveloping, and I like that. Okay, So let's just apply this texture to everything. And that's pretty much the throne. I like that setup. It's not, it's a little bit blocky, but hey, what do you expect in Minecraft? And it's practical. I could sit down in it. Check it out. Wait. Crown. Where's it at? How's that? I am set up. That's gonna be my screenshot. I need to find the place for there we go. Oh, get out of my inventory. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this and send something back. Let me put F1. I'm gonna send something back. I'm gonna send back the carpenter's blocks. All right, now I can get right. There we go. Screenshot. That's gonna be the thumbnail. Cool. All right. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy about the throne. I think it came out pretty good. It's the same. It matches up with the floor, and that's gonna be pretty cool. Now I want to do those liquid glowstone pillars that I talked about, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I want to go with the carpenter's barriers. That way, it's not quite as, you know, it's gonna show a little bit. I want to do them right here and right here. And that way it won't be able to leak out, and I can actually change the style to the large ones like this. There we go. And I can run these all the way up to where the glowstone will act kind of like a pillar. There we go. And I'll come back with some more seared stone, I believe. And let's come back with some more seared stone. Is there a light block here? Maybe? No? There has to be. There it was. These things are so aggravating sometimes, the blood magic lamps. Okay. Alright, so now I should just be able to put a bucket of glowstone in here. It's weird that I can go through. I hope the liquid can't. We're about to find out. Yeah? Perfect, man. That looks really cool. Okay, so it flows upward like that. And what I can do is I can take... I think I need to make them ornamental. Like, what can we use? I wonder if the seared bricks would be a good color. Oh no. Really? Well, that is gonna make me so angry if that's the way that it is. Oh, come on. You gotta be joking. Alright guys, so I'm still having a problem with the glowstone. When I put a bucket of glowstone in here, if these carpenter's blocks fences are there, it makes that render. And after a little while, there's actually the glowstone source block actually glides up like you saw before. So I'm just gonna take this out and I'm gonna use fluid displays instead. The cool thing about fluid displays too is that you can change the fluid display to it makes it look like a moving block. So I'm gonna go ahead and change these out, and as you can see, if I use the fluid block on it, it's like a stationary molten glowstone. But if I open hand it just like this, if I right click it, it starts to flow. So it flows down instead of up, which is a little bit different, and it does look different than the regular flowing glowstone, but I think it still serves its purpose and it doesn't give me any silly render glitches. Plus it uses less glowstone, so that's a nice touch. I did start a little bit over here as well. Let me just finish this up and make this move, and I think it works out well. I mean, for the project, I think it's perfect actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the last bit of fluid displays in here, and then we're gonna play around with some lighting. Now, I have some chandeliers in my inventory, and I think playing around with those in some shapes with maybe some stairs and some slabs will look good. I just need to try it out. Just place the last few here. And I know this turned into kind of like a building episode, guys, but it's been a little while since I did anything like this. And I really wanted to get this done for the Hall of Heroes because I've been putting it off for so long. There we go. Beautiful. Well, that I'm happy with that. Let me take a couple of these slopes right here and put them in the corners. Not that way, slope. How's this? Okay, if I put those in the corners, and I can take the glowstone. Let's see how that looks. Actually, that looks just about perfect. I like that a lot. And because these are not carpenter blocks, but I can do this number here. So let's take some regular carpenter blocks. If I still have some on me. Nope. I'll pull them out though. Carpenter blocks. The cool thing about carpenter blocks is that you can add like an inlay. So let's do this. And we'll put the seared bricks like we had them before. And except on the inside right here, we'll come down with this, with the glowstone just as a panel. Really, really cool, huh? Isn't that neat? And on the outside, I can actually do the same thing to make it look like it's an extension of the entrance, even though it's not. And I don't know, guys. I think that looks really, really good. I'm happy with it. It is kind of weird that it doesn't stretch right here, but you can't see it behind the other glowstone, but I guess it's better than nothing. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll change these to the glowstone texture. Let's just see how it looks. I am curious now. And I see Mumbo just joined. Let me go ahead and shift click like that and change these to the glowstone. I don't know, that looks pretty cool. It really does. It doesn't give the room as much bevel, but all in all, I think it's pretty neat. How's that? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that process, but I want to start with the chandelier. So I think what I want to do with this is make it come out pretty easy. I have some, do I still have some stairs? No, actually, let's make a, can I make a crafting bench with chiseled wood? No, I didn't think so. Okay, that's asking a little bit too much. Let's turn this into regular dark oak wood planks again, and we'll just turn half of them into those cool looking, there we go. We'll turn half of them like that, and the other half we can make a little crafting bench, just so we don't have to run over to the terminal. Okay. So now with the carpenter's blocks, we can do carpenter's stairs. And I think that should be enough to do whatever I want to do. I also have carpenter's barriers, that's good. Now let's see how these things interact with each other. That's what I'm most curious about. So we have some stairs, we have this, should be pretty good. Okay, so let's try it. So we have one of these things right here. Let's see, if we came out, let's actually pull this down. Oh, I took my atomic disassembler. Let's put it right here instead. Okay, let's bash that open and let's turn that into a pole, just like that. Okay, now we'll take the carpenter's hammer, if I can put it, I don't need my sword for anything. We'll take a carpenter's hammer and we'll change it to, I guess that. Okay, now how does this go on top of it? This does not get placed on top of it. Alright, let's see. What if I texture it first? No, I cannot put chandeliers on these carpenter's blocks. Okay, well, good to know. Now I know, and I actually just lost the space here. I think it was on 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's one past the deal. Perfect. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to do what I originally wanted to do. Let's come out with maybe, let's do this. How's this look? Okay, and we'll put chandeliers hanging down like this. And from the bottom, we can actually do, what happens if I put a chandelier and then I pull this out? Does the chandelier fall off? Yes, it does. Huh. So whatever it is, it has to be placed like that. I want it to be really ornate, but man, this is going to be really, really hard to pull off. What about if I do some stairs in the works right here, just to kind of give it some... I don't even know if I'm going to be using this wood type, but I can give it maybe some gold hints instead. So let's do that. I think I want to do gold. Hey, false. Okay. Let me play around with some material choices, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so I played around with the design for just a while, and I got this design for the chandelier, and I think it came out really good. I continue to use this dark oak, and it does go on the bottom of stairs for the chandelier, so I came down with one on this type of block, and I just went in this format. And from the side, it looks a little weird, but I really, really like the way it looks when you walk in. That's really a grand look, and that's exactly what I was going for. I'm debating using the seared bricks for the floor too, with these sides, but I'm not too sure. I need to test some braziers first to see what kind of fire tick we have. So I don't know, in modded, I really don't know what translates to fireproof and what's not fireproof. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these gold block walls, and they'll be like the brazier pedestals, so to speak. And then on top of that, I'm gonna go with netherrack. And then the netherrack, I need a cover because it's really ugly and there's no real nice texture for netherrack that I can use to make it burn like that. From Thaumcraft, if we had the Nitor, that would be perfect. But so let me grab some panels that I made up. I made some glowstone panels just for this, just so I can cover these up. And we'll cover them up like that. And I'm really, really hoping that the fire doesn't spread. So that's how the brazier is going to look, except that I'm going to encase the fire in glass covers. But I do need to check whether it's going to cause a fire or not. So let's grab the flint and steel and hope that it does not. And okay, so this is all chiseled. Alright, I gotta be careful. If it sets fire, I have to start turning stuff off. It looks like it's gonna be okay. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna test it from here on out. Let's go ahead and put down this thing right here. And then I'm gonna cover this in glass. I need to keep my eye on it. Make sure we're not burning anything. Let's take glass. And these glass covers, I'm going to cover the fire. Just like this. I think it might look kind of squarish, but we'll see. So I'll go ahead and knock this out now. And then I'll light this. Where is my flint and steel? Where did it go? There we go. Flint and steel. And that's the brazier. I think it looks good. I really like it. So I'm gonna do the same on this side. I'm gonna take the I'm actually gonna take a block of netherrack. That'll probably be easiest, and just place it right here. I'm gonna place my glass covers on top, just like this, like that. And then I'll take my gold covers and cover the other side. I saw an update. I thought it might have been fire. Okay. I'm still so paranoid. But the chisel blocks, I mean, in all honesty, I've never seen them catch fire anyway. I just wanted to make sure. Like I said, I don't build a whole lot in modded, so I just want to make sure. Better safe than sorry. It wouldn't be the first time I burned down something that I built. Okay. So we'll take that and we'll light it up. That is it. So I think that is a pretty good throne room, you guys. I think that is really, really cool. Next time we come back, what I need to do is decide what I'm going to do with this carpeting. Y'all let me know. I don't know if I should run the blue carpet up the middle, guys, kind of like this in continuation of there, and or what I should do with that. But I need to start working on some tapestries and stuff for the hall itself and in here. I'm gonna do some carpet combinations and try to get some. And I definitely need to put the top Patreons on the wall. I don't know what the criteria is yet. I'm just gonna see who the top Patreons are, and I'm gonna put, I think, the first 4 or 6, depending on how many spaces I have, but I'll measure that out. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know it was a kind of a buildy episode, but I do want to get it to where I can actually build and play around with tech and magic and all that other stuff too. Like I said, we put the turbine project on hold just for now, and we're going to continue around with this. Next time we come back, we'll probably finish this up and maybe even play with some galactic craft. So hope y'all enjoyed the episode. This is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye.